I was born of the 42 ideals of Ma'at. My mother is nature. My father is time. I am a Neski queen.
Okay, everyone, welcome back to another show. Not just another show. This is officially the final live stream of the first season of Be More Mindful Podcast, Season 1, 2024 ending. Today is September the 12th already. And yes, we are here today with episode 23. Our theme is failure is not an option. And I have a very special guest with me. I love this guy. He's an amazing creator. He is very skillful, very talented, and array of arts. I mean, from and especially musically inclined, from dancing to producing beats to rapping. He's a photographer. He's awesome. It's my guy. I'm so glad to be ending the season with him on my show. I want everyone to welcome TETUNAH.
Yeah. What's going
Yes,
on, y'all?
I know. Yeah, so you guys make sure
Mhm.
y'all tap in, support this young man. Very positive vibe, very positive message, and yeah, he's just doing his thing. And so, real quick, just for those who have never joined us, if you want to make sure you enjoy the conversation, please make sure you abide by our little expectations, which are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. And if you want to know how to do it, just remember four little letters LOVE, and you can follow that, and you'll be sure to enjoy the show. All right, so TETUNAH, the first thing I want you to do is introduce yourself to everyone formally. Tell them if I missed anything, what else you do, but more importantly, tell them how what you do help you deal with any mental or social barriers.
So for the people that may not know me, which I'm pretty sure majority of y'all do, I go by Tay Turner, the Sun God himself. You can call me anything. Sometimes I go by God, Sun, Tay, anything. You feel me? We out here. You feel me? About to be 22 years old, September 26th. You feel me?
Ooh,
This is the birthday month right here, so I gotta bring the light out for everybody, especially when it comes to this podcast. Thank you for putting me apart.
thank you for accepting the invitation. Now,
Hmm.
tell us, I mean, because you do a lot. I mean, and growing up in Baltimore City, I'm pretty sure you come up against some things that you got to cope with. How is it what you do help you cope with these things?
I'm not really live. You feel me? I feel like honestly feel like growing up. You feel me? Family full of talent. Especially when it comes to my mom. Shout out to my moms too. Growing up, family full of talent. Not only that, but trauma, trauma, dealing with different people. Even when it comes to just friends, family, just people outside in the streets, the schools that I've been to, understanding, the ups and downs when it comes to everything. I use my talent to cope with everything because that's just something I love to do. And it's not just, just the photography, videography. It's anything that I do that makes me be sane, makes me feel comfortable. I chose to stick with being the sun god because I honestly know that I can bring out the light with people. I honestly, for years, I changed people's lives when it comes to it. Like, you can ask anybody, even people that's starting from the bottom that wants to grow from the top. Not only that, I used to make t-shirts. You feel me? People that wanted to make clothing brands, I done helped out. People that wanted to learn how to make music, I done helped out. People that wanted to learn how to rap, just like me, I done helped people out. So many different friends, so many different families. I done, put a lot of effort into because I honestly like to see people win. I like to see myself win. I like to see myself be comfortable. For years of me going to school from elementary all the way to now, I done always love to help people. So just by me helping myself with the talent that I do, it helps me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. It gets me through the day any type of time. When I'm feeling down, I dance. When I'm trying to think about something, I write. I rap. I talk about my feelings, not only but the stuff that's happening around Baltimore City or just a city in general. Like that's just something I do. I expect everybody to be in that same route. You feel me? And if you feel stuck, don't know how to, I always tell people come to me. You feel me? I'm here to help out. I'm here to give you that creational power. You feel me? To where anybody can literally do anything. And that's how I'm honestly reaching out to, especially now. Like I done did so much talent to where I'm willing to give that to somebody. And that's what God has put me on for, being his soldier and creating a bunch of disciples to where I want people to follow my lead. So that's honestly how I put it.
Man, oh my gosh, the power. I love it. I mean, from day one, like, okay, so the first time I seen you dance, I think believe it was at a club, to be honest with you. And you just
Yeah.
took the center of the floor and everyone getting, I was just like, I'm like, oh my God, who is that? And then the next time, I do believe I met you at the BU showcase, and there I was able to, witness your photography talent as well as your dancing talent. And then I started following you, and I started seeing the music and the videos. And I'm like, this guy is lit. And so, and when I first was introduced to you as Sun God, it was just so amazing because you have your light literally is an inner light that shines out, and it's amazing because anyone can see it, but not only can they see it, they can feel it, and it is very loving and genuine, and it gravitates, to that, which is positive. And so that's one of the reasons why I definitely have to support you, because just seeing a young man at your age with so much light and so much talent and so much ambition, the mission is clear. And
Of
so
course.
yes, I have to support that. Growing up in the city as I have, and I love the city, and it's just, I would like for this to not just go beyond just Baltimore. There's
Of
cities all
course.
over the country, that needs that energy. And so, yes, I love being around someone cultivated, in such an amazing way. So,
Of course.
yeah, I appreciate you. Shout out to the queen, your mom. I always love giving love to the women, us who earth, because without her, there would be no you, and everything that has happened, wouldn't even have happened. So I'm always grateful for birth and life, and happy birthday to you upcoming. Yeah, this is exciting.
Thank
So yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's kicking it off just great. The last live episode, everyone. So I hope you guys are excited for the conversation to come. As you can see, my guest has a lot to offer, not just visually, but you can hear that, he has some jewels to drop, and that's what we're here for. So
course.
we're going to jump right into the show.
All right.
Um, at this time, you guys know for this portion of the show, I always reflect on the flyer that I try to post at least a week before. And it gives you the information of what the episode is and when it's to stream. Make sure you guys subscribe to Four Authors Media Network here on YouTube. As you can see, the logo is a tree. I want to grow, and I want you guys to see the growth and appreciate, because I appreciate you. All right, so the theme is failure is not an option. And for those who know me, years ago, I had a clothing line. It was for Neo, and so it meant failure is not an option. And from there, I've seen the logo and seen it saying in other places. But the fact of the matter, the message stands true. And so I found a quote from a gentleman by the name of Albert Hubbard that says, "There is no failure except in no longer trying."
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's say it again. Albert Hubbard, he's an author and he published, he said, "There is no failure except in no longer trying." And so that hit hard for me only because I'm pretty much my worst critic. I'm my own worst critic. I'm always hard on myself about what I'm producing, and how much progress I'm making. And sometimes I tend to feel like I'm failing, But when I get in a certain moment, I have to step outside of myself, and I pull myself together and say, "Hey, look, the only thing that beats failure is trying."
Of
And
course.
so, I wonder, as a culture, have we really been adamant and making sure that our children, our families, our communities understand that in order for us to get anywhere, better, for us to do better and have better, we have to try. Like
Of
that's the
course.
only way, and sometimes, our try may not have the outcome that we think, but that doesn't mean, screw the idea, throw the, they're saying going back, throw the whole city away. And I'm like, what? What? You know what I'm saying? Just because what's going on every day that's been going on is going on, and let's do something about it. And no, let's not throw it away. Let's change our mindset. You
Hmm.
understand what I'm saying? And so this episode was just gearing towards that because this is the end of the season, and you guys, I'm very transparent. I'm coming a long way with my equipment. Learning how to self engineer the show itself. It's like I want growth. I want my audience to see that the only way to get what you want is to go get it
Of
step by.
course.
You know what I mean? And sometimes you're going to step and stumble, but that don't mean that's where you stay. You have to get back up and try again. And only then will you be able to appreciate true success. So I mean, take what do you think? What do you think?
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm gonna be very honest, very blunt, very forward. It's a lot of people that's out here that's dealing with so much mental wealth. You feel me? Dealing with so many emotions. Like truth be told, I still have, you feel me, a little bit of mental problems. You feel me? I'm still going through things. Like till this day, still going through things. But I think one of the main focus when it comes to that, when it comes to not giving up, is to definitely branch out, keep doing it. It's
Mhm,
always the same for everybody where we all feel like we trying, or we trying to figure it out. We trying to do something. We trying to go ahead and get it over with. But in all reality, sometimes we just gotta do it. And if you
mhm,
don't know how to do it, it's always best to either find that help or
mhm,
find that one specific friend or family member that just feels like they're a mentor, and ask for help. You feel me? I feel like it's nothing wrong with it. When it comes to me, like for years, I done dealt with therapist after therapist throughout my school
mhm,
years. I used to have a mentor that used to ride out with me during my school years until he left. My mom coming in the picture, my girlfriend finally, about to be we 2 years in,
congratulations.
soon to be three. I got my homie Justin, J Mag, John, so many different friends that has came in my corner to where I feel like I don't need to give up when it comes to, you know,
Mhm,
just overall being yourself. Um, and shout out to, long live Rondo, long live Vic, long live so many different friends that has been in my corner that has passed away. And
mhm,
it kind of hurts when it comes to people that you've been so close with to where you feel like that you got nobody. But
mm,
in all sayings, God always has something in store for you. You never know who's watching. I never understood that until now, to where no matter what you do, what you say, how you put it, where your life is going, it's always going to be somebody that's going to be in your corner and literally put you in a position to where you can go ahead and be great again. And there's a lot of people that's willing to fall and feel
mhm,
suicidal and feel
mm,
like they can't take it no more when it comes to life. I done been through those stages when it comes to that, and especially at the age of 21. Like, there's so many people that's out there that's young, trying to figure something out, that either got kicked out, that either is struggling in school,
mhm.
that doesn't know how to expand their talent. People that they don't got nobody to talk to. There's so many people out there. I always expect people to just be in the corner, and that's just me. Like, I really be expecting so much from people to just come to me like, you having a rough day, come over
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
let me show you the routes, and let me
yeah.
show you the ropes. I'm gonna teach you something that male figures has taught me, and what my family, especially my mom and my grandmother, has taught me. Like, don't get me wrong, you feel me? If there's people that's out there that doesn't have a mom figure, a dad figure, that doesn't have a grandmother figure, grandfather, whatever the case may be, is if it's people that's out there where y'all don't have those type of figures, trust me, the friends that's actually out there that's willing to see you succeed and win, they will be in your corner no matter how hard things can be. And
Wow.
that's where I'm at that point. You feel
Yeah,
me? And it's okay to feel like you're hurt. It's okay to feel like you hurt. I say it all the time, and I still say it till this day. I was just saying it earlier before I came on here. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to cry. It's
mhm,
okay to not feel like you yourself. Because once you branch out and literally get all that energy off you, all that
mhm,
negativity, all that
mhm.
negative spirits off you, everything, I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna feel like a better person. You're gonna feel like a new
Yeah,
person. You feel like you want to do more. You're gonna feel like you can do things that you ain't know that you could have done.
right.
Even if you not working, even if you uh even if you are working, even if you don't have no type of talent, it's gonna be something out there for you to where you can be a better person. And all you
Right.
need is that mentor or somebody that's gonna be in your corner. And it can be hard. Trust me, it can
Yo,
be.
you just gave me goosebumps. I'm telling you, it's like, and because the truth be told, I myself personally, I'm again transparent. I needed to hear that. You know what I mean? I needed to hear that because every now and again, like you say, if you feel like you don't have, you get into that space and you feel like you're lonely, and you feel like you're missing that push or that support or that care, nurture. You feel like you're missing something. Sometimes if you just sit and pay attention, you might not find it directly in someone that's a relative, but there
Yeah.
may be someone on the outside who, like you said, been watching you, seeing you, and so they're willing to help. But
Mhm.
overall, like you were saying, like more what I got from is that if you got support, if you got love, genuine love and support, you can't fit. It's
Yeah.
no, there's no,
And
it's not, it's definitely not an option. Number one, you have motivation. Now,
mhm.
not only you motivated to do it for yourself, but you have these people that are rooting for you, cheering for you, being there when you need, being there when you didn't even ask, and so that is motivation. That helps you progress on and be, what's the word I'm looking for?
Mhm.
Is the key, consistent. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? That gives you persistence. And so that's that support again when you look at, because I've been people have looked at me crazy sometimes and say I've been suicidal. I've been suicidal more than one time.
And it's
And people
okay to be weird too. It's
and it's, oh
okay
my
to be
God, it's the
weird.
best thing in the world. I tell people all the
It's
time,
okay
you're
to be weird.
normal.
Don't go outside feeling like,
What is
oh
that?
yeah,
I'm
you
about to
gotta
get
be
sick.
normal for people. I'm trying to tell you, you don't know how many times I done watched people feel like they gotta be normal or somewhat cool because of what they be around. Like, no. If you want to be weird like everybody else that's living a best life, dress weird, it does not matter what it is.
Yeah,
Be that person. And if you don't know the people to be around that, I'm trying to tell you, I can people that's willing to support you will literally show you the ropes of how can you be yourself, and that's
yeah,
being weird.
yeah.
That's being weird. Don't
I
look at
totally,
weird as, oh, that's uncool. Oh no, you just phony. That's this and that and third. Being weird gives you a trait to where nobody does not have.
yes,
If you
yes,
want to have that, you have to put it in your mind, put it in your mental, put it in your heart, to where you just like, hey, I'm me.
yeah,
Get
yeah.
into
So
your inner self.
do you think our culture has shunned individuality? Do you think our culture has, started making people feel like they, we almost like the Lego movie where, everything is,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah, like I said,
designed.
I honestly feel like the community has made that trait. I mean, look how the generation's set up now. Like, you got kids out here, now apparently they smoking a little galaxy gas. Everybody is tuned in with that. You feel
Hmm.
me? They gotta feel cool when it comes to it. Everybody smoking fit and all. You feel me? People
Hmm.
gotta wear a bunch of designer to look cool. All that. I don't care
Right,
what you got going on. If
right,
you decide to step out that route and become weird because the way how the trends and shit is setting up, be that person.
yeah,
Like, don't surround yourself around that negative aura, because that all that aura is doing is just setting yourself back to where you don't want to be at, and that's either dead or in jail. And that's
right,
just something cold heart that my people's had to get me to understand. I done did things. I used to be a
right,
troublemaker. I used to do things I didn't have no business. I used to almost end up in jail because of the
right,
people I was hanging around. I
right,
used to hang with people that's constantly putting my life in jeopardy. Like,
mm,
it's so many different things that I done put myself into, or even if I don't mean to put myself into it, but just overall being around the environment, to
right,
where I felt like I was literally killing myself, eating
right,
myself alive. Don't put yourself in none of those categories. Cause I get it. It's a life learning experience when you being out in a real world. When you come home from school, when you in your social life, or when you get off of work and you hanging around a bunch of friends that's quote unquote your friends, or just overall being around people that you thought that was going to give you the business or
right.
the creative criticism that you always wanted. No, it's a lot of people that will judge you because you're not doing what they doing.
Mm,
It's okay to be weird, and if you guys stand out like that, put yourself in a different position. You
right.
feel me? That's
Yeah.
just really all it is.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with that. I agree with that already. Definitely, man. You touched on a lot. You really, you touched on a lot. I mean, and it's like
And
I can't, but listen because I agree. And more importantly, I couldn't put the words together in a better way myself. And like you said, you got people out here who will criticize you not because they wanted to see you grow, honestly see you grow, but because they want to prevent you from growth, and you have to be aware of stuff like that. I'm just thinking of the experiences I've had where I've had when I went to do my comedy. I did a comedy improv show called Doing Too Much. It pretty much was similar to the Wild and Out program, and I had my own original games, and I had a set of comedians. But before I actually did the actual show, I posed it to someone who I felt like they would be good support. I just knew they would be good support because they had seen the work I've done so far. And the first thing they said to me was like, "So, do you know how to do comedy?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm a writer. I could probably write something, but I'm not going to say I can do comedy."
mm-hmm.
And then they asked the question. They said, "Well, do you know any comedians that do improv?" And I'm like, "Well, I know comedians, and I'm pretty sure anyone that would like to take advantage of an opportunity would see it
Mm-hmm.
as that and take it." And they shook their head and told me, "No, I needed to stay in my lane." Lo and
Mm-hmm.
behold, did the show. The show was definitely unique. It was a hit. I had some of the best comedians in the city participating in it. Chi Chi, Manny the God. I had Dion. I had Jack. I mean, it was awesome. I even had Martina Lynch came out and performed. I
That's
did
hard.
3 shows. It was awesome. Squirrel Wide, Block Boy Shufa came out to the
Mm-hmm.
first show. I mean, and it was just like you said, if I had really had taken what that person said as honest criticism, I wouldn't have tried it because I would have believed that I was stepping out of my lane,
Mm-hmm.
But because I had enough belief in myself, and one thing for sure, two things for certain with me, I know for a fact failure is not an option. I know that I can do
Definitely.
anything I put my mind to,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of the reasons that I push so hard, just to not just show my children, but show anyone that come in my presence that there is nothing that's stopping you from doing anything but you. And so that was just the mindset I had, when you told me stay in my lane. And I was like, so yeah, I'm in my lane.
Of
So I'm
course.
gonna ride that, you know what I mean? And
I want to put this one saying. I want to put this one quick saying.
oh, I lit. Love it. Let's
I
go.
learned this from somebody, and I learned this from somebody probably like 3 4 years ago, and now I never got away from it. It's called it's called being being created by God and being built by life. What I mean by being created by God and being built by life is that God created us to set an example, have
Mm,
mission. As much as I didn't like going to church, one thing about it when it came to my grandmother or my family overall is that I understood the assignments that God was always reaching out to me. As many
mm,
times I was down, being wrong, all that, you are created by God, and this doesn't matter how many mistakes you made. Once you are created by God and you're built by life, that means your mission is to go out there and set an example. Like I said earlier, set an example.
right,
When God means create disciples, it doesn't mean go out there and just honestly make a name for yourself.
right,
It's about going out there and letting the world know, setting the message to where this is what you do, and I want you to join with me during the war.
right,
It does not matter who, sometimes it does not matter who it is. You can honestly change a person's life yourself. You can change a person's life yourself. You just may not know how to do it.
right,
But the more you put yourself out there setting a positive example for not only kids but also adults,
right,
that is your way of creating disciples, being
right,
created by God and being built by life. Understand that. Because God and life by itself together, it sets a unit. Because honestly, think about it. God
oh,
has made mistakes himself.
right,
Jesus Christ then died, came back to life, and still set an example. So at the end of the day, when it comes to me, I set myself at the sun god.
right,
Helios himself. He has set an example to where if you feeling down, he is going to bring the light to you to where no matter how many times you want to forgive your sins, he will give you what is granted. It
right.
doesn't mean, oh yeah, God take the wheel. He'll take the wheel, but he expects you to go ahead and put forth effort. You
Right.
feel me? If you
You ain't got
feeling
to hit
down,
the
he
gas,
will.
you got to hit the pedal.
Mhm.
If you take the
Yeah,
wheel, somebody
like
got to hit the accelerator.
if If you feeling down, he will give you the light. If you saying take the wheel, he will take the wheel, but he expects you to push even 10 times harder. He will test us no matter how much we try, no matter what we do. I always call it obstacle courses.
Right.
Obstacle courses to where you will always have that one obstacle where it's this brick wall. This brick wall right here will will show you if you can handle it or not. You never
Right.
know when, but you gonna feel it when time come. You feel me? And I always witness that. And every time that brick wall hits, I always run into it.
Yeah.
Every single time. But it lets you know, okay,
Yeah.
let me stop. Let me figure out what I need to do for
Yeah.
me to
Yeah.
jump over that wall to
Yeah.
where I can go to new and better obstacle courses for
That's
myself.
true. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's all
And
about elevation. Yeah, I love it. And listen, this is what I'm talking about. And this is why these conversations are important because again, like you say, you have a certain amount of viewers, you have a certain amount of people who look up to you. Just imagine if they only understood that the reflection of our city, is one of negativity. Like I said, I first seen you dance in the club. I felt your energy. It would take for some people sometimes have to go beyond what they see and need to hear, in order for them to understand, in order for them to believe that, love still exists, positivity still exists. This city
love
has
still
so much to
exists.
offer, and the individuals that are here, we have so much light to give. So, that's what this podcast is all about, laying the groundwork for these things to be heard and seen, and for this moment to be
Hmm.
captured. So, man, you definitely dropped some
Don't
jewels.
listen. Don't be blind about nothing. Sometimes we all is blind. Sometimes
Yeah,
we not
yeah.
seeing nothing. We
Don't see
not
nothing.
going to understand it. We're all going to be blindsided about a lot of things until God give us what we always ask for, and that's opening our eyes, giving us the growth, understanding that some things is just not okay for us. When people see me dance, people see me draw, people see me rap, everybody is so conflicted on, oh, he got talent.
Hmm.
I'm trying to work. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. But nobody is not stepping into the actual source of what that person doing and why he's doing it. Ask questions. Have mutual conversations. You
Yeah,
feel me? Get an understanding of why he's doing it. And
yeah,
just by you doing that, it gives me the power to go ahead and publish it to everybody, especially here on live right now.
yeah,
Giving them the power to understand, like, this is how I do it. This is the reason of why I do it, and I'm giving this out to y'all, even just by a message. I'm here to give y'all what y'all want and what y'all need, and that's for me. Cause even till this day, like I said, I'm going through stuff too,
yeah,
but I'm still here. I'm
yeah,
still here. And I'm
yeah,
willing to give that because it gives me a positive, you feel me, comfort in myself. And
yeah,
not only that, it makes me grow stronger. And I ain't gonna lie,
yeah,
it makes me go stronger, just by seeing people, comment, you feel me? Yes, on God, CCP,
yes,
this and that, third. Like, I enjoy that because even the small people matter.
yes,
Even the small
yes,
things. Anything
yes.
can happen just by 3 seconds. Anything can happen in three
Yeah.
seconds.
I think less sometimes. I've seen like change in 1 second. I've seen it right before my eyes. 1 second,
And it get
not
it
just one.
get
And
deep.
it's amazing how in 1 second, one life can change many lives.
Many lives, and it's
You know what I
so
mean? Like that one
crazy.
life, and many lives are changed in
And
just
even now, you see so many people dying. You see so many people going through stuff, and you just like, dang, like it's really putting you on edge. But
yeah, yeah,
it makes
and
you think about life in a whole different way.
whole different manner. Yeah. And for me, it's motivation. It makes me want this right here, so that we can understand that we shouldn't even take advantage of time. We shouldn't take
Hmm.
advantage of it the way we do. We should be living every moment as purposeful as we can. Whatever you feel your purpose is. I tell people all the time, like you say, your talent. There's no such thing as a small or great talent. Some people, I know some people, their talent is just smiling. Like when I see them, they smile. It's just lights up the day. They don't do nothing spectacular, but just smile. And it's just like, smile. Hey, how you doing? It's just like, oh gosh, I needed that smile, so much because they just, they're giving off that positive, good energy. So whatever, you feel, but there's a purpose. Everyone, there's a purpose, for whatever unknown time that we have here. We should be adamant about using it like you say, setting the example so that the others and the generations and then circle and the cycle continues and it can begin to blossom and be fruitful instead of, just draining as they portray, but you, again, like you say, Sangha, the epitome of light right now, you're just letting others know when they see you in your craft that, the mission, the moment behind it is to let others know that they can be whatever it is they want to be, and that there is life and love here, still here, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that if no one
Of
else does.
course. Of
And
course.
I see how you passionately give yourself in every art form that you participate in, and I find that what you just said was very interesting because I purposely chose the pseudonym. I purposely chose the pseudonym Aneski after searching through ancient Egyptian names. I wanted something that was
Cool.
deeply rooted with what I felt, the baseline of my culture and my people was. And so when
Mm-hmm.
I stumbled upon the name Aneski and found that it meant she belongs to me, it
Mm-hmm.
was fitting because I had just started back doing open mics. I just started back doing poetry. And every time I just would feel myself empty, empty. And then when I touch the mic, I would be filled with just, this moment, this person, this spirit that was giving everything that they could to the audience. And so I get that. And yeah, I think that we need to encourage people to do that more often. We need to encourage people to genuinely give up their craft.
Of
Genuinely give
course.
their craft. If it's fixing cars, do it with so much passion that when people see you twisting that wrench or flipping that
Do it
hammer,
like you love
whatever,
doing it.
it's,
Do
yes, it's like radiating, it's coming off because energy is so real.
It's
It's real.
so real.
And
Like,
the more we cultivate positive energy, the more it will grow. We have to make sure we are being mindful about the energy we are investing in.
man, and it's not us, it's not about, it's not how, it's another saying, you feel me? It's not about how you feel, it's about how you make others feel.
Mm.
So not on, you can feel any type of way, but it's about how you make others. It doesn't matter who. It can be the people that's close to you. When people can feel and really connect with you in that energy, when you feeling down, they feel down. When you feeling
Yep.
happy, they feel happy. I tell
Yep.
people all the time, it's when you create a crowd for yourself, when you create a lead for yourself, you have that absolute control. You feel me?
Right.
You have that control to, if you feel happy, the world feels happy. If you feel down, the world feels down because you brings that light. I look at everybody as gods and goddesses every
Right.
time. I look at people as gods and goddesses because everybody has a natural gift. You feel
Right.
me? If you look at Egypt times and stuff, all these gods, all these different people, you feel me? They had a mission.
Yep.
They had some type of leadway to where they led the people. You feel me? Especially when it comes to our ancestors, you feel me? Us
Right.
being as black individuals, you feel me? Black men, black women, black
Mm.
children, you feel me? People that's just now coming towards this earth, you feel me? Us, especially with our skin, we always have
That's right.
this power that we don't
Yep.
understand or don't know how to use. We have to learn how to put that into the works. We
Yes.
have to learn how to honestly come together to where we can be positive, we can set a great example, we could set some type of fun, we could put people together to where we can all create something big, not only just for the
Yes.
city, but for something for the world. There's so many different things that I feel like people should honestly do, especially us as black individuals. You
You
feel me?
definitely hit it. Listen, and the thing about you just saying that is the perfect segue into the next segment, which is experts versus experience, and you'll see why once I read the article because you definitely, it's almost as if you knew what was going to happen next. But
Mm-hmm.
in this next segment, experts versus experiences, I always disclose I don't have any certificates or PhDs or any professional education courses to say that I have the credentials to speak as if I am an expert, but I have been diagnosed with 4 mental illnesses, and I have been born in Baltimore City, raised for 43 years. So I think I got a little bit of experience to speak on, what I'm saying, some mental things, you know what I
Of
mean?
course,
So
feel me?
just
Somebody
letting
need to make her
everybody
a
know.
therapist. Make her a therapist, man.
Right. So when you say hard school of hard knocks, yeah, I graduated
Mm-hmm.
from school of hard knocks, PhD, therapy and counseling. But no, seriously, everyone, everything that's being said on this show is not meant to service anyone in any medical form at all. This is strictly just for to have a conversation. If at all life is getting too heavy on you, I'll be the first to tell you take the proper steps that's needed. Get a therapist involved, get your family involved, get some intervention. Sungard said it from the beginning. You the support the people, reach out, and that's something that I always make sure I disclose because it's very real. Mental health is very real, and
Yeah, man.
as
If you're
all know,
feeling by yourself, we here.
this
We
this is
here.
the season finale, and in June, I lost someone very close to me to suicide, and so this is something I've been preaching forever. And you know, the crazy part about it is just like getting the hug from them right before they chose to leave. You know, just it kind of still sits with me, and it makes me understand that my mission is so important. Someone needs to know that you are not alone.
Of
All right,
course.
so with that being said, experts versus experiences, I will be reading a paragraph from an article that I found online from New Hampshire Municipal Association online. The title of the article is "The Secrets of Successful Small Communities," right? And I say this is why you was just hitting on it because like you were saying when you do certain things and you finally come together and it starts to produce in the community, right? So this article is just written on some experts and what they analyzed and ways that small communities can be successful in all of the little uh, educational terms and everything. It's a very lengthy article, but very informational. And I feel as though the information is very pertinent. I just wish that for me reading the article, I felt like it was kind of textbook because
Hmm.
it gave all these great things about doing things in the community, and it sounds good. But I really wish that we as a people, as a culture, us take this information and apply it. We
Hmm.
need to apply it. We need to stop letting those on the outside come in with this information and try to apply it to us because they don't understand that. And that's why it doesn't work. And that's why
So
we feel
true.
like things are failing in the community.
Hmm.
So the
I
portion
agree.
you read is where it talks about what about the naysayers, right? It says
Hmm.
every community has naysayers.
Hmm.
Whatever the civic or community leaders propose to do, some people will always say things like, you can't do it, it won't work, it costs too much. We tried that already. And
Oh
no
my
is
God.
a very powerful word in a small community. But leaders of successful communities know that yes is a more powerful word. Yes, we can make this town a better place to live in, to look at, to work in, to visit. A pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity.
Hmm.
Optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. And so
Hmm.
yeah, you were going there, and I'm so like I said, it was almost that's why I love energy and telling you energy is real because you were going there, and like I said that because I hear all the time when it comes to talking about improving things in our city. I worked for the state for 10 years, and one of the most frustrating things was to sit among people the same color as me that grew up and went to Lake Clifton and these other public schools sit and have the mindset to look down and talk about our culture in such a condescending manner. And I used to be upset because and I just would be sitting there saying, I wanted to say, well, I did. And in several occasions, what are you doing about it? So you don't like what's being done. So what are you going to do? Because I can sit here and listen to all your no's and don'ts all day, but tell me what can happen. In the
Hmm.
meanwhile, I'm going to do this. This is my focus because this is where I go to put my foot, put my money where my mouth is, And so
Hmm.
it was just that man when they said that because that was in the article. It seems like I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot when it comes to Baltimore City. Why do this? Even with the education now, they want to throw the school system away. Well, so how many people are going to homeschool? How much work are you putting into learning how to homeschool? How much work are you putting into? Do you know that we can come together as a community and start our own private school? Do you know these things can happen? And so I think as a culture, we have gotten so used to accepting failure.
Hmm.
And we have gotten so used to accepting that the can'ts and the naysayers and the things that they say. We support that more than we support someone who has an idea and says yes. And
Hmm.
so I mean, I see your hands go up.
Man, man,
Run with
man.
it.
Man, let me tell you, today, today, I've been told that. Like,
Mm,
I knew it. I told you. I knew it wasn't gonna work. It's so many things that I've been told today, and it's just like, damn. Let me take my glasses off. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's just so many different things that's just been said to me, where it's just like, I told you, don't listen. Hard head, make it soft ass.
mm,
Every single time, even just by just any little decision that I make. And I think when it comes to me, I'm so used to just living in a spiral. You feel me? Like it's like an expectation to just go ahead and live in the spiral instead
mm,
of breaking the curses.
mm,
And I feel like when it comes to me, I'm always looking forward to break a curse. I'm always
mhm,
looking forward to break a cycle. I was
mhm,
so used to being stuck in a loop so bad to where I did not know if I was going to be coming or going.
mm.
I constantly kept on having one foot in and one foot out,
Right.
trying to understand not only myself but how to move with life.
Mm,
And when it comes to that, when I see so many people just accepting failure and just sometimes you gotta let life on. You could have lived your life doing this. You could have lived your life doing that. But it's just like it's so many people out here, even worldwide artists or dancers or just anybody in general. It's so many people that live their life differently by breaking the curse,
mhm,
breaking the generational movement instead,
mhm,
being around different types of things that they
mhm,
could have been dead. And
mhm.
when it comes to me, it's like damn, like when people ask how I do it, it takes a lot of sacrifice. And
Yeah.
honestly, even though sacrifice can be mad scary, it's way more beneficial to do that than to hold on to something or
Mhm,
to constantly keep on telling yourself, dang, I should have listened. I should
mhm,
have did this. I should have did that.
mhm.
I should
Yep.
have listened to the people that was outside of me. Instead, like I said earlier, it's okay to mess up.
Yep.
It's okay to fall on your face as hard as you want it to be. Because the moment you bounce back up, every time you fall on your face and you bounce back up, you're gonna see a different perspective on a lot of things that you could not see. Like I
Right.
said earlier, being blindsided. Like literally throughout this whole day, I had to honestly think about and understand to where people will forever be stuck in the trauma, but when it comes to yourself, if you already know what position you in, you keep on running and going for it
Right.
because nobody else stopping you except you,
Yep. Yeah.
except you. That's why I keep on
Definitely.
saying God always going to throw out an obstacle course. God is always going to test your emotions. You feel me? So he can see if you're ready or not. And even if you're not ready, I'm not gonna lie, even if you're not ready and you keep on
Right.
forgiving yourself, he will always have his hand out and let you know it is okay. It is okay to be hurt. It is okay to be sad. It is okay to fall. It is okay to mess up. It is okay to be around a bunch of people that you thought that was your friends
Right.
and everything going left, and now you're just like, dang, now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do.
Right.
God always got an answer for something. Always have an answer for something. Even when it comes to true friends, friends is gonna tell you the right and wrong. You feel me? They're gonna let you know because those are the disciples that you created for yourself. You feel me? And it's just so crazy how you said
Yeah.
that because
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
so many people
Yeah.
today that just told me like, "Hey, I told you so," but it's just
you,
like,
you,
dang.
you you gotta understand, like when you gotta understand, like when you, like you said, face with the obstacles. I consider them challenges. I had a good friend of mine, Tay Dream Chase, and he one day, he was like, I no longer say I'm struggling, I got stress. He said I have challenges. And so
Mhm,
I've taken that on, like you say, obstacles. When you get in your mind that, you know, challenges are going to come. This is a part of life, right? Then
mhm,
when you're faced with those, those naysayers or those negative people, and especially if you trip and fall and they're sitting there, with their finger like, aha, I told you, it makes it a little bit easy to go back to the table and try again because, you understand that this is life. I have
mhm,
a saying like, this is life. The only way to learn is to live it.
Yup.
People can have advice all day long, and they can, and sometimes things can manifest as if that what they're saying is true, especially a
Yeah.
naysayer. But
You
you got to
never
take
know.
that challenge as like you say, it's opportunity, for you to understand that this is about bettering yourself. You know what I mean? And not just showing them, but showing yourself that, hey, I can get to the next level. That way it didn't work, but
It's okay to take accountability for yourself too.
yeah, yep,
Put the
yep.
pride to the side. Put the
Put the
pride
pride
to
to
the
the side.
side. And
Yep.
then just take the accountability. Understand it's okay to fail. You feel me?
Okay. It's
Take
another
those
step.
lessons, take those L's and turn them into lessons. And then
Definitely.
once you understand your lessons, turn those lessons into W's. Because when you go out in the world, things 10 times is going to come at you with all these different great opportunities. And understand, not all opportunities is great opportunities. Not
Right.
all advice is good advice. You
Right.
just never know what. But you should always you feel me, expect the unexpected.
Right.
And not only that, but to put yourself in a category to where you know that's gonna make you feel better.
Right.
And that's just not it's not just with talent, it's just overall with you. Actually having a conversation with your inner self,
Yep.
understanding you. Like,
Yep.
don't put your stage name out there. Oh yeah, that's who I am. No, you are your government name and accept that.
Right.
Understand you go through things that everybody else go through. Only difference is that not everybody will always be tuned in with you, except for the people that truly care about you.
Yep.
Except even when it come to people that be on your ass. I ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
lie. Even when it come to people that be on your neck, even when it comes to the people that's going to let you know what you're doing wrong, it's those people that's out there that's willing to make sure everybody come together. You feel me? Cause
Yeah.
it's hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Life
Yes.
be life and life
Life
be
is
life.
life. And I think, and again, like we just gotta really be able to understand that we put this false, concept up there. It starts off with fairy tales, and it starts off with so much um figment of the imagination that they feed us at a young age, that by the time we get older, we're in a sense of brainwashed to think that when challenges come, it's the end of the world. We about to
Yeah.
die. No, this is life. This is life.
No, this is honestly, everybody is so conflicted when it comes to social media. I feel like if social media was not here, I swear to God, the whole world would end. Like, that's
Yeah,
honestly how I would feel. Back then, it wasn't no phones or none of that.
yeah,
It was, hey, yo, I'm gonna see you outside and
yeah,
enjoy time. I ain't gonna lie
yep,
to you. It was, you need to talk. Hey, can you see me at the school? Meet me
yep,
at my house. Oh,
yep,
meet me at the basketball court.
yep,
Let's chat. And if you was the type of kid that was smoking, you feel me? You smoking with your friends, y'all cooling. It was just something that it can cope, help you, all that.
yeah,
It was those times. What else? If social media wasn't here, I swear the world would end. But I feel like now, when it comes to everybody being so conflicted with not only just just social media, but just the overall internet,
mm-hmm,
everybody feel like whatever they see on the internet they automatically believe because of what the world posts. But in
right.
all reality, everything is just a fairy tale. You feel me? Even sometimes when it comes to news, the news can say one thing, but whole time it's a whole nother concept. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
it's so many different things that people be so blindsided on. But I feel like
mm,
with us, that's honestly woke and that honestly understands, that's willing to help. You feel
right.
me? We here to let you know. Like,
Yeah,
it's okay to feel like this. Matter of fact, step off your phone one time and go outside.
yeah. I
And I
do a
need you
lot.
stand outside for like 5, 10 minutes and
Yeah,
just look around. Just walk around without your phone.
yeah,
And literally see what is happening right now. Like, right now. Like, put your phone down, put it on D&D, leave it in your room, and just go downstairs and go outside and just be like, and act and come back and ask, and I'ma ask you what happened.
yeah,
If you say nothing, and if you say it's peaceful, it lets you know that you're okay. It lets you know that everything is gonna be fine.
yeah,
If you got friends that's right there at your corner and they letting you know what the real is, and you go with them and y'all outside, y'all just cooling, and you come back and I ask what happened, and you say nothing, I was just having a good time. My energy
right.
is up.
It's serenity.
Trying to
I
tell
get
you.
that. I'm telling you, I know exactly what you mean. It's one of my favorite things about going to the lake and going by water, and just, I mean, like you say, so much can be going around, like people run, people walking, da da da. But on the inside, it's just like that chill, that peace, like. And like you said, you hear that slight whisper. It's gonna be good. Everything is good. That's when you're at peace. That starts with yourself. You gotta have that within yourself first, and then let it radiate.
Mm-hmm.
TETUNAH, Sun God. Oh my gosh, awesome, an awesome writer, lyricist, dancer, photographer, videographer, editor, engineer, drawing artist. I love it. I love it. Your talent is
Everything
limitless.
in the book, man.
Yeah,
Everything in the book.
limitless. As they would say, jack of all trades, master of none. But I disagree with the master of none part. We get ready to close out the final live stream of the Be More Mindful podcast. Give it now, you guys. My first podcast show started October the 19th. And so it has been exactly 1 year, 23 episodes. I think I probably have missed probably two out of the whole calendar. But it has been an awesome journey. And before I get out of here and do my mindful thought of the day, I just want to remind everyone that see, this is the engineering stuff I be talking about you. So I want to remind you guys that we will be having a live season finale panel conversation. Again, this is only the last live stream. The season finale will be a live panel discussion. It will be a Be More Mindful podcast family reunion. Everyone that was a guest in the show will be participating in the live stream. I mean, in the live
Make
show.
sure y'all tune in.
Yes, you're going to see my man turn up on stage dancing. Check the flyers out on Instagram. Please, you guys, go on Eventbrite, get the tickets. It's going to be an experience that you don't want to miss. Anyone that is associated with a full authors experience, know what I'm about. I'm telling you, it's going to be a don't miss. And for those of you who want to sponsor the show, please, by all means, check out our sponsorship packages.
Grab the package.
We already have our very first double platinum sponsorship. Shout out to Divine Counseling, Miss Kara. I appreciate you. This means so much to me. Proceeds will be going to support For Others Media Network and my partners, Be More Rap Review and Extravagant Dad. We are looking to expand and increase things going on in our business so that we can finish servicing you guys. And so yeah, that is so much going on. We have about I want to say about 8 performances. It's going to be a live showcase, and then we're going to go into a panel discussion. We're going to have vendors. It's going to be an experience of a lifetime. I promise you. I will always put my stamp on anything I put my name on. So guys, again, check out
Like that.
the Eventbrite link is in my Instagram. Aneski and a concept, one word, no spaces. And so with that, I'm going to go on and get ready to close out. I thank everyone who joined. If you didn't catch the live stream, run it back. Let's get the views up. Let's get this type of show going even more and more. These type of conversations need to take place. We need to make this more prevalent, and not only on podcasts, but in the homes. Mental health and social barriers, these things need to be talked about. We need to make sure that everyone is on a positive, progressive vibe. And to do that, we have to invoke, the spirit of love. My mindful thought of today, I'm coming from 2 African proverbs. Again, the theme today was failure is not an option. So, one of the African proverbs I found to be very interesting was, it says, better an honest failure than a fake success. Right? Better an honest failure than a fake success. And then also, an African proverb, it says, to try and to fail is not laziness. Okay? To try and to fail is not laziness. And so, guys, I just want you to understand this. All right? The only way you're going to succeed is to fail. And the only way you're going to fail is to get up off your ass and do something.
Get your butt up. Let's get it. Let's go.
Got it. You have to. If you want to accomplish anything in life, you can't sit there and keep wishing. You have to make a decision to do something. And that is the only way. That is the only way to succeed.
Make that
And
business
along that
decision.
path, you're going to make some decisions. You're going to do some things that may not come out the way you planned, but that doesn't mean that's the end of the road. That so-called failure may just be just a step to your success. So
Mhm.
that is my Be More Mindful podcast live stream, you guys, for the season. That is my mindful thought. I want to give my guest, Tay Turner, so much love, and I want to give him the floor as he gives us his mindful thought. And then we're going to close out. Baltimore, I love you so much. Everyone, I love you so much. Tay, take it away.
Hey man, all I'm gonna say is this is all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna keep saying the same. Created by God, built by life. I always will forever keep that saying, and y'all should keep that saying too. If nobody else going to tell you, I'm gonna tell you, and if nobody tell you that they love you, I'm here
Mhm.
to tell you, bro. It's always big love over here. You feel me? No matter what you're going through, no matter what's happening in the moment right now, just know I'm here. You feel me? She here, especially with the podcast. She here to let it be known. If anybody else here, we here. And that's a fact. Y'all please be
Definitely.
safe. Enjoy yourself. It's okay to be weird and have fun. Remember,
Definitely. Remember all of that, you guys. You say built by God and what?
created by God, built by life.
Created by God, built by life. That is definitely going in my book of quotes. Definitely good. I'm going to definitely run that back in my head until it becomes something that I know fluently. And yeah, guys, that's it. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for anyone. If you've ever missed an episode, please run it back. You'll find about my first 4 episodes is on WKIM on YouTube. So check those out as well. Those are like retro now. Other than that, you guys will be seeing the next show live October the 5th. Get your tickets. They're $25 on Eventbrite. And you're going to see my man Tay Turner do what he do on the dance floor. And you're going to see so much more other talents. Shout out to Dyke God, Little Zay Zay, LF and Money, and a couple of other artists. I got John Hansborough gonna do some poetry. We got Eddie Colson. We got comedy with Jack Cream, Dion B. It's going to be a
Be
experience of a
lit.
lifetime. It's definitely gonna be extravagant. You hear me? So
Mhm.
thank you again, you guys. Run it back. And I appreciate you. I love my city, and I'm out.
All right.
Yeah.